Hey there, EverlongMystic here. So we're gonna do get a message, for those of you with the Egyptian zodiac sign of the Nile. We're gonna get about 3 oracle cards here, and then follow up with a tarot for the Nile. So the first card here is embodiment. This almost feels, I don't know, like self-fulfilling or becoming yourself. Becoming more of your true self. But it doesn't necessarily have to be if you're just really focused on the word embodiment. But the image, it just seems as if there's this, like a shell of feathers that's being released to show like the true form. Well, whatever it is, it's looking good because we have the sun coming out here. It's shining very brightly. And there's something about the sun recently. Like, I don't know if they're like solar flares or what, but I feel like the sun has been communicating with us in a way. Perhaps you've been listening or receiving the messages. It has something to do with your future. It's almost like this embodiment thing where whether you're trying to embody like your true form, your true self, or if you're embodying like an archetype or an energy or something. It seems whatever that embodiment is a part of the formula here that leads to a certain point in the future. Ooh, I like this card. Oh, the Magician. Look at all the blue. Look at that. The Magician is like he's sitting in water, which is the Nile, right? Your sign. God, I feel like saying like, may the magic commence, right? I mean, it's like creating something wonderful for yourself, but it's almost like the universe is helping with that, right? Because we've got like the sun reaching out to you over here. It's like, and even here, it's like even in darkness or in light, it doesn't matter. Like the polarities don't matter. Oh, check it out. So look at that. Look how similar the images are. We've got the sun reaching out to you, right? With like little hands almost. And down here, we've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is another, pretty happy card. It's feeling good. It's the Nine of Pentacles. There's accomplishment, right? there's enjoying the rewards of whatever you've put into something, right? Accomplishment. And here it almost looks as if you're thanking, like you're thanking the, I don't know, the sun or something. Alright, so let's look at the next oracle card here. Oh, Universal Mind. Look at this card. That looks so cool. I mean, it looks intimidating a little bit. But I think it's supposed to be like that because we have this in darkness and in light. Because if you're thinking about like the mind of the universe, right? There's light and there's dark. It's all of it. But this is something that either you are tapping into or you're about to. That it could be related to that point in the future. But the universal mind, and it's funny because universal mind, it does have positive and negative connotations as well. In some ways, universal mind can seem like maybe it's not that special. Like common or something like that. But actually it's, it can be very unique as well. And I'm loving the opposites. It does look a little bit alien as well. And there's like faint little tendrils in the background here too. It's like you're forming connections. Not so much like being like rewired, but more like letting like the tendrils reach out. Because look, I mean, we've got the sun tendrils, invisible strings or whatever reaching out to you. It's you can't ignore it is what I'm trying to say. You can't ignore the imagery here. So we have universal mind, and then we have like a group of people here. It's like tapping into the collective. So it's like tapping into this universal mind, this collective of people, yet like holding your own though, still like holding on to your own individuality, right? It's like you can be, it's like all is one, you know what I mean? Yeah, macro, micro, there's something super significant about that for you. Oh, this one's... So we have the wheel here. The wheel is coming out under the magician. It's like this, I don't know, like a natural cycle of some type of magic. Like a personal manifestation. I was having a conversation with someone yesterday about like the positive and the negative things that happen to you, and the troubling things that happen or that you have to go through. Don't necessarily deem it a bad experience, right? Because sometimes it's a stepping stone that leads to, like, it could be part 2 in an eight part step that leads you to something freaking magnificent, right? That's what this wheel is kind of telling me. Like all the points of the wheel, it's like, yeah, but you go through all the points. Like you go through all the sections in order to get to the top. And you know what I mean? So there's movement here in a very, like, I don't know. I don't want to. It's not adult. It's living life. But it's kind of feels grown up. Like, I don't know. It's like gaining wisdom through experiences. Okay, so here we have the moon. So this row here is ending on the moon, which again we have the black and the white, right? The positive, the negative, the light and the shadow. It's not meant to be a barrier for you. You're meant to accept it. It is. And also with the moon here, there is definitely something, mysterious here. For some of you, I feel like you're going to venture, like in a spiritual sense, you're going to venture into maybe a category or area that you haven't explored yet, because this feels unexplored. There's something new and mysterious. And I feel like the advice here is, as you go towards that, is to pay very close attention to the two polarities. So let's look at the third card here, withdrawal. Now, I believe another sign have this card, and when I pulled it for them, it was more about being withdrawn, as opposed to like going through withdrawal. But I feel like for you, it might have something to do with like going through withdrawal, like having a lot of something, maybe paying a bunch of attention to a certain thing, and then having to kind of wean yourself off of it. So, I don't know, you're weaning yourself off of something here. And I feel like it's preparatory. Not only that, like, I feel like once you go through the process of withdrawal, whether it's something physical like caffeine or sugar or something, or too much social media, or your spending habits, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, whatever it is, yeah, you're gonna get that feeling of accomplishment, which is nice, right? But it's gonna open something. It's gonna like open a door or something. Oh, it's going to allow you to see. Okay, yeah, it's going to allow you to see. So we have the Two of Wands here, and the Two of Wands is usually directional for me. So you've already, it's like he's got this one wand here almost as a crutch. I feel like that's that crutch. That's what you're in withdrawal of, right? Some kind of crutch, something that, I don't know why food comes to mind. Like, like how some people eat their feelings or whatever. Like, I don't know, there's some kind of feel good or something. I don't know. I mean, it's like low key, like something addictive, right? And it doesn't have to be like the severe form of it. You know what I mean? It's not like you're a bunch of junkies or something. But you know what I mean? Like, so like once you get rid of this crutch, there's this new direction, and I love how it's pointing towards this blue, which is the magician, which is this Nile, which is this magic of yours. This, you're soaking in it, right? Your true form. Look at that. And then we have the star. And what is underneath the star? More of that magical water. I don't know, I feel like some of you, I mean, I don't know what all of your, beliefs are as far as spirituality or religion or whatever, but like it feels like getting a little closer to God or the universe or something like that. It feels like feeling like you can touch, like touch a star or something. It's just a deepening. I feel like there's this deepening of some spiritual aspect of yourself. And of course, as with any kind of like spiritual awakening or a furthering of a process or whatever, there could very well be a challenge associated with it. And I'm seeing that with the Ten of Wands here. Because, that kind of stuff, it involves some kind of a belief change sometimes. And a lot of times people like to hold on to those old beliefs. This Ten of Wands, to me, is very similar to the Tower in this deck. It's like trying to keep the Tower up, even though it wants to just lay down and rest already. You know what I mean? So there may be something that you struggle with. I mean, it could be the withdrawal, but I feel like it's more of like a belief or something. A belief, or like possibly because it is wands, it could be a motivation. And that struggle, it's like you're gonna reassess here. We have the Five of Pentacles. It really looks a lot like a reassessment. Because we have these old, it looks like these are old pentacles they're flowing away from you. Like either it's because you don't want them anymore, you don't need them anymore, something like that. So it does feel somewhat like, not so much lack as loss, but not a loss that you're gonna mourn, or you know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm ready for these to go, these things in my material life, right? But I mean, I've got my, like when you put your hand over your eyes and you're looking out at the horizon, like, or it looks like this person's inspecting or something. There's going to be some changes, maybe some analysis going on here, some refiguring, but I feel like it's, I don't know, I get a positive feel about it. And these are all, I mean, these are all energies that are present. So if this is something that you're very curious about and are, like, I want this for myself, I mean, the energies are present, right? So you can do something with it. All right. So, Egyptian zodiac sign of the Nile, this is your message. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.